There have been more calls for Joe Biden to step aside as a Democratic candidate at this year's presidential election after his poor performance in the CNN's presidential debate with Donald Trump. The editorial board of the New York Times is calling on Mr Biden to leave the presidential race, saying it would be a reckless gamble to stay.
He's certainly no rocket man right now, but President Biden isn't going to be easily shaken from his perch.
We remain in a battle for the soul of America.
That much was clear from this fundraising event with Elton John and a speech at a rally in North Carolina.
I know I'm not a young man, state the obvious. I don't walk as easy as I used to. I don't speak as smoothly as I used to. I don't debate as well as I used to. But I know what I do know. I know how to tell the truth.
What Team Biden would have given for this energy on the debate stage. Instead, they got a performance widely branded a disaster. This was the verdict of the New York Times, one of the country's most influential newspapers. Mr Biden has been an admirable president, the editorial board wrote. But the greatest public service Mr Biden can now perform is to announce that he will not continue to run for re-election.
What? They're talking about golf. Yeah, I don't understand what Joe Biden's saying.
Across the states, people watched in disbelief.
You would be 82 at the end of your second term.
Generation TikTok's assessment of Generation Geriatric was withering.
I think it sounds like a drunk blackout conversation they're having at 3 a.m.
I think Joe Biden is cognitively declining, and I think he was never fit to be president, and I don't think he is now. And I think there's a clear, obvious answer to who is fit.
In this part of California, they voted for Biden in 2020, but some are staggered by how much older he seems this time round.
How did it make you feel knowing that that's your choice if you want to vote Democrat?
Forlorn, not good, despairing.
Has President Biden's performance last night given you food for thought in terms of who you might vote for in November?
Clearly. Bad food for thought. Food poisoning.
There were votes of confidence from his two most recent Democratic predecessors, backing from Barack Obama, and this tweet from Bill Clinton. He wrote, "I'll leave the debate rating to the pundits, but here's what I know. Facts and history matter. Joe Biden has given us 3 years of solid leadership, all while pulling us out of the quagmire Donald Trump left us in. That's what's really at stake in November." Campaigning will continue for the president today. He might still be smiling, but questions over his fitness to lead will persist.